Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, and double honors to our elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. Shalom, shalom. And this is Brother Nabali here with a lesson. All right. And pretty much this lesson I'm getting into is pretty much getting into, the military draft, man. All right. These are things that our apostles and our elders on down have been talking about. All right. And, this is coming to pass. All right. This is coming to pass, man. This is, our elders and apostles, have been talking about these times, man. And now we're here. All right. And that's all you hear about now, man. All right. So this is a video that I found here on TikTok. All right. And, it says U.S. military draft not ruled out by White House. All right. Because, from what I've read and from what I've seen, all right, DJ Trump, all right, is planning on, doing a ground invasion, all right, into Iran, all right, and from other resources out there, man, hey, Iran is whooping the hell out of Israel and whooping the hell out of the U.S. right now, man, and a lot of soldiers right now are getting deleted, man. A lot of soldiers are getting killed, in this military, man, are getting killed in the Middle East, all right, and in Esau's military, all right, and this is all this is what the talk is about right now, man. The talk is about World War III, all right. The talk is about this draft, all right. The talk is about the MOTB, all right. These are prophecies, man, that are coming to pass, man, that we're seeing right before our eyes, that our elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone has warned us about, all right. So, I got a few videos, all right, get into a few scriptures, and, Lord's will, all right, Yahweh Ratazah, that this lesson is edifying, all right.
We're going to have a draft, that they're going to see their sons get in and daughters get involved in this. What do you want to say about the president's plans for troops on the ground?
President Trump wisely does not remove options off of the table. President, as commander-in-chief, wants to continue to assess the success of this military operation. It's not part of the current plan right now, but the president, again, wisely keeps his options on the table.
Developing news coming out that the White House has not ruled out the U.S. military draft in 2026 as a result of the conflict taking place right now in the Middle East. Now, this comes as just a couple days ago we heard that the United States and Israel are considering boots on the ground in Iran. Now, this is coming out all across the headlines today, March 9th, 2026. Take a look at the latest so you can see it for yourself. Military draft fears deepen after Carolyn Leavitt refuses to rule it out. You can see Monday, March 9th, 2026. Here's another one today. Marjorie Taylor Greene slams Leavitt for not ruling out a draft in the Iranian conflict. U.S. military draft, what 2026 conscription could look like. U.S. military, is there a draft in 2026 coming out today? Also today, could the U.S. institute a draft for the Iran war? And as I mentioned, this coming as a couple days ago, Trump had privately shown serious interest in U.S. ground troops in Iran, and coming out today, take a look at this, extremely sensitive. Donald Trump will put U.S. boots on the ground in Iran by the end of next week, warns a former ambassador. And we've heard these warnings coming out a couple months ago. Take a look, December of 2025. Now, it says Congress quietly moves the U.S. closer to a military draft with the passage of the NDAA expected this week. A sweeping change to the Selective Service will attempt to automatically sign up American males to serve. And we're hearing that this is coming out all across the news media headlines in the past 24 hours as a result of the White House's response to Maria Bartiromo's business.
All right, so this is all across the news board, man. This is a serious thing that's getting ready to take place. All right, a lot of kids, 18 to 26, are going to get drafted, into this military, man, and a lot of people are going to get are going to get deleted, man. All right, it's prophecy. All right, this is prophecy taking place right before your eyes, Jake. All right, and what does the scripture say, man? Woe unto them that put their trust into Egypt. All right, woe unto you, man. All right, for matter of fact, let's get that. Let's get that, man. Let's get that. Um, I know the book of Isaiah. Let's get this. This is Isaiah 31. All right. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. All right, and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look unto the Holy One of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and neither seek Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, so one of them that go down to Egypt for help, man. All right, trusting in their militaries, trusting in their system. All right, putting the trust in the system, man. All right, thinking that they're gonna this is gonna benefit them. All right, being in Esau Edom's military. You see, at the end of the day, man. This is not gonna benefit Jake, man. Being in the military, man, because a lot of you Jakes are going to die, man. All right, you're fighting for you're fighting for Edomites, man. That's what you're doing. All right, you're fighting for Edomites, man. You're fighting for the damn devil. All right, and the devil, uses his deception. All right, to get you Jakes into these militaries, man. All right, by giving you benefits. All right, he gives you benefits, man. All right, and you go into this military thinking that that you're gonna be taken care of, man. Esau Edom does not. He don't give a damn about you, Jake. All right, Esau Edom is setting you up to die. All right, what does the scripture say, man? Matter of fact, let's get that. I know it's in the book. Was it Psalms? Slakia. Because Esau, man, man. Let's see. Here we go right here, man. Psalms 55 and 21. All right. This is Esau Edom, man. Esau Edom will speak unto you smooth things, man. His words are smoother than butter. All right. He'll deceive you, man. Telling you all these benefits for the military. All right. Telling you that you'll be taken care of. Not knowing what you're getting yourself into, Jake. All right. Not knowing what you're getting yourself into, man. All right. You getting into this military, man. You're literally making a covenant, all right, with death. All right. Literally. All right. Which we'll get that. It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. And this is talking about Esau Edom. Because Esau Edom will talk a good game. All right. He'll talk a good game, man. He uses deception. All right. The very word devil means to deceive. All right. It says, but war was in his heart, meaning his mind. It says his words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords. All right. So this devil will speak unto you smooth things. All right. And set you up. All right. To be in the military, you get these benefits and this and that. Your schooling is paid off. But yet Esau Edom, all right, his words, are drawn swords, man. He set you up for failure, Jake. He set you up to put you to get you put to death. And ultimately, all right, you're gonna have to fight against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. Ultimately, man, you're gonna have to fight against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua in this war in Armageddon. You see? So, this devil, man, you could never, the scriptures tell you to never trust our enemies, man. Never trust our enemies, man. But Jake, is so damn rebellious. Matter of fact, let's get that. Let's get that, man. Jake is rebellious, man. It's in the book of what Isaiah says, Isaiah 30:1. It says, woe to the rebellious children. All right. Because Jake is known to be, Israel is known to be rebellious, man. Jake. It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover what they covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. All right. So, Jake, man, they're rebellious, man. Jake, man, they'll take counsel from Esau, Edom. They'll take counsel from any of these other nations, but yet, they won't take it. All right. From the prophets. I mean, from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, which he speaks to his prophets, man. All right. They'll go and they'll take the cover of Esau, Edom, in his military. You see what I'm saying? And they'll go and do all this wickedness. You see what I'm saying? And continue to be wicked. You see, but they don't take the covering of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and that's why a lot of these Jakes are going to get put to death, man. They don't take the counsel of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and that's why they are going to get sent to this military draft, man. All right, even those that are in the military. All right, these YNs are going to go to this military draft, man. Why? Because these YNs are they're wicked. They're wicked little niggas, man. You see? They're wicked little niggas, man. That's what they are, man. All right? The scriptures talk about the virgin's mourning, man. The scriptures talk about those things. All right? Let's get back to these videos real quick, man. Just so I could, we go through these videos and I'll end off with 2nd Ezra 16. Slakia.
Mothers out there are worried that we're going to.
Look at this.
Congress just changed the draft laws. Let me explain.
We have some major Iran war updates. Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, says the president is not ruling out a military draft.
This is it right here.
Well, break and fuck the news and fuck all of us, I guess, because it looks like the U.S. military draft is now talking about 18 through the ages of 39. Bruh, I'm 30. On top of that, I'm diagnosed with schizophrenia, and I've been since the age of 16. Am I even useful for this? However, though, the only thing I can see is, unless you got bone spurs, you're going. Bro, I'm not about to fucking die for this billionaire, bro. Fuck y'all.
Military draft, are you fucking kidding me? You think that Gen Z and millennials, younger millennials, are going to go get drafted to fight in the Iran war? You've got to be outside of your fucking minds. Two of the most unserious generations. Two of the generations that have gotten fucked over the most with
And hey, man, Esau Edom doesn't give a damn about, your children, man. All right, he don't care about your children. All right, he will go send your children out there, man, to die. All right, that just goes to show you the wickedness of this damn devil, man. How wicked he is, man. He's going to sacrifice, a lot of you Jakes out there, man. All right, and a lot of you guys are gonna fall to the sword, man. All right, but ultimately, man, this is judgment from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. All right, this is judgment, man. The scripture said the slain of the Lord shall be many. All right.
They're pulling a Hunger Games style 2020.
If
you are 18 to 25, you are cooked. You go into World War III. If you are 26 to 39, you are still cooked because the age cap's at 39. You go into World War III. If you have ADHD, you are cooked. You are going to World War III. If you have diabetes, congratulations, you ain't going to World War III. If you've ever been put in a mental facility, congratulations, you are not going to World War III. If you are in college, I'm sorry, you are cooked. They actually want you more for the draft because they want to put you in a specialized position. You are going to World War III. If you have a master's degree, you are cooked. If you dropped out of high school, you are. If you are 18 to 25, you are.
See, man, and the age cap, man, goes from 18 to 39, man. All right. So, hey, man, it might be, some of us that are in this truth, that might have to go through this, man. All right. Lord's will, Lord willing that brothers don't have to go through this, but it's always that possibility, man, to test your faith. All right. It's always that testability, always that, Salakia, what's that word, man? It slipped my mind. It's always that chance. All right. It's always that chance, Jake. Okay. That you could go through this, man, to test your faith, man. All right. But, a lot of Jakes are going to die, all right, in this military draft, man. All right. So we're going to leave off with this with 2nd Ezra 16 in verse 34. We'll start at 33. It says, the virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. All right. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. All right. So a lot of these women, all right, are, a lot of their men are going to go overseas, man, and get drafted to this military, man, and get put to death. All right. So these women, man, they're not going to have, any husbands. They're not going to have any guidance, any protection, man, from these men. Because these men are going to get killed in World War III, which is prophesied in the book of Revelations 11 and 14. All right. It says, in war shall the bridegrooms be destroyed. There you go. In war shall the bridegroom be destroyed, man. All right. A lot of them is getting headed out to the Middle East. All right. A lot of them is going to get shipped to Iran. Some might get shipped to China. Some might get shipped to Russia. All right. Some might get shipped to these other ongoing wars that Babylon, has going. All right. But the point is, man, many are going to die in these wars, man. All right. It says, and the husband shall perish of famine. Okay. So if you don't die in this war, man, many are going to, perish of famine and die. It says, hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. It says, behold, the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom Yahweh Bashim Yahushai spake. All right. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man, is getting ready to bring forth judgment, man. All right. And many of these little YNs are going to get sent over to the Middle East. All right. And those that are in the military are going to get put to death. All right. A military draft is coming, man. All right. And it's coming quick. All right, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is getting ready to make things happen. All right, matter of fact, let's get that scripture. Let's finish off with this. Shoot. Slakia. Let me go to Google real quick and finish off with this. Psalms 119 to 126. It says, let me see. Psalms 119 to 126. It says, it is time for thee, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, to work, for they have made void of thy law. It says, therefore, I love thy commandments above gold, yea, above fine gold. Well, it's like the point is in 126. It says, it is time for thee, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, to work, for they have made void of thy law. All right, so it's time for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, to work, man. All right, it's time for him to bring forth judgment. It's time for Yahweh Shem Yahushai to bring forth judgment upon those that are wicked, man. The 2/3. All right, upon those that made void of Yahweh Shem Yahushai's law. Those that are rebellious, those that didn't listen to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. You guys, Jake is getting ready to, get put to death, man. All right, the 2/3 is getting ready to put to death. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is extending his mercy now, but Jake is not taking heed. So therefore, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to put them to death, man. All right. The scriptures say, man, death is better than continual sickness, man. And Jake is sick. And Jake needs to be put to death at this point, man. All right. So a lot of Jake are going to die in his military, man. All right. For putting the trust in Esau, Edom, putting the trust in his military. All right. So with that being said, I just pray that this lesson was edifying. All right. This is just a quick hit. All right. Just putting that out there, man. That this draft is getting ready to take place. All right. So with that being said, I'd like to give our praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachach Badash, and double honors for elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone once again. This is Brother Nabal. Until the next lesson. Shalom, shalom.